What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lean. It is time to lean in, bitch. We're here on Wednesday Night Live to discuss the real hypocrites of Beverly Hills. Because that's what we got to talk about today. I'm here with Jamie and I'm here with Danny. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hello.
I'm so annoyed right now. Let's just
Me
get to the
too.
episode. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah,
I
child.
know
We was
Danny
texting.
texted me. He texted me 15 minutes into the show. Ooh, Renna is carrying.
He did, and I was like, you know what? I was watching. I was just like, this bitch is really, she really cares.
I don't know how she stayed on Days of Our Lives so long. She's a horrible actress.
A horrible actress.
Horrible.
And you know what? Production plays into it. They sit up there panning the camera to her every 5 seconds as
They're
if
making fun of her.
You said what? Making fun of her?
They're making fun of Renna.
You know what? To be honest,
Oh,
she looked
absolutely.
like she had to go shit. That was the face she had. Like, baby, it was given. I gotta go shit, but I don't want to use nobody's bathroom. That's the face she had on. Versus what they concern. So if she was acting like that, then yes. But acting like this situation was bothering her, no. So before we get started, we're gonna talk about it all tonight. It's gonna be a good show. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's Wednesday Night Live. Y'all know what to do. Like and subscribe. And be sure to share this video. Get other viewers in here with us. Wednesdays are always a good time, as well as Mondays and Tuesdays. And yeah, let's get started. So last week we had a pretty good episode, actually. We kind of rated it. In this episode, it was I guess technically the real ending of the Aspen trip. Kyle was at it with Reach. She was at it with Erika. And you know, they came to, I guess, a good agreement at the end to be okay. And so at the end of last week's episode, we left off with the girls going out to a club, and they kind of alluded, which we've already known, you know, since before this aired. It came out that Kathy had, you know, left the trip and she stormed off and she said these things, and we didn't know what she said. You know, literally the name of the episode is We Need to Talk About Kathy. And I titled in my description, what the hell did Kathy say? Because I'm like, what did she say? We're not gonna find out. We're not gonna find out what she says, because all they're gonna keep saying is this. And so honestly, I'm not really interested to know what she said. If they're not gonna talk about it, but I'm pretty sure if it was something along the lines that would make turn me off as a fan, I don't think Garcelle and many others will be talking to her. So at this rate, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a damn what Kathy said, because maybe it needs to be seen.
It's funny, you know, they got on Crystal for saying something dark and never saying what it was, and here she go doing the same thing.
You know what? You absolutely. I didn't think that. But it's a lot of hypocrisy in this episode.
Yeah.
That's one. That's just one. I agree. So in this episode, they pick up with the end of Aspen. You know, the next day, apparently Kathy has a meltdown and she decided to fly back on her own. She didn't get on the you know, Kyle's stinky dog smelling jet. She didn't ride back with them. And so, you know, on the jet, you get Erika talking to Sutton, and she's kind of like apologizing to her and kind of everyone else for her moment she's had in Aspen. And I'm just gonna say, Erika looks ridiculous without makeup. But she looked absolutely ridiculous and scary without makeup on this plane. And I was surprised she did that, but she did it to herself. And so you know, Sutton is over there, and Sutton starts crying, talking about she's just, I don't know why, but we've already said we tired of Sutton in the sense of, I love Sutton, but she just clearly she really wants to be friends with Erika, and she shows it every episode. So no,
she does not like to have conflict with people. She's starting to hold her own, but she's one of those that she will go home and she will think about the fight she had with somebody all fucking night, and it's going to eat at her. She hates it, and I hate that for her. We've said it week after week.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the funny thing is, Erika is only apologizing because she thinks her troubles are behind her, because that lawsuit is dismissed, that she thinks we ain't gonna have to talk about.
One lawsuit, well, it was moved.
No,
it was moved.
It was dismissed and refiled in California.
This is the fourth time Erika's apologized to her. Sutton has like the worst case of Stockholm syndrome I've ever seen. Because all Erika has to do is just be like, hi, and Sutton forgets every fucking shitty thing Erika has done.
But Sutton also forgot everything they just told her about when she's apologizing or someone's apologizing. Erika's trying to talk and Sutton just cutting her off.
Yeah. Very true.
God bless.
So
I find it. Sorry,
go ahead.
What Aspen happened, I just find it very convenient that Erika has this blow up, this level 5 meltdown, and is saying, fuck the victims, fuck the families, fuck all this shit. And then conveniently, less than 24 hours later, Kathy Hilton has a meltdown that only Lisa Rinna witnessed. At first, when the people are talking about it in the bar, I'm like, maybe she was probably frustrated about the tequila earlier. She maybe had a little too many drinks, and she was probably drunk and angry. Like, okay, I could probably see that. But now this huge story, and Lisa's the only one, it's given very much, it's all right, bitch, I got you. We're going to make them forget.
Also, production was at that bar. If the footage was that bad, they're not going to pass up a TV moment.
I mean, but they're saying that, you know, she has found a way to get it removed. That's what they're saying. I don't know if she has that kind of power. I mean, she got power, but that kind of power on this show. Like Kathy Hilton is good for the show, but I mean, realistically, I don't think Bravo look at her like that. You know, otherwise she would be she would hold a diamond.
I agree with you. If she didn't come back because they aired that footage, they'd be fine with that for her not coming back. All right, bye. We got what we needed out of you.
Correct.
Yeah. It's because the stories just aren't matching up, because the blogs were reporting, and Lisa was alluding to in those allegedly leaked text messages and stuff, that the whole fight started because they wouldn't play a Michael Jackson song, and Kathy blew up at somebody who worked at the bar and was hurling slurs at him. But now that she's telling the story, it only happened in the van, and it was Kyle and the castmates and the Bravo.
We were led to believe that she said some other things, but they're really emphasizing what happened. They're emphasizing what happened afterwards, what's in the car. So let me get to the part. So a couple things happened on the plane. Sutton, you know, all the girls speak about their experience and what they saw from Kathy. Sutton even said that Kathy told her if she didn't leave, she was not her friend. So I believe that Kathy had some kind of meltdown? Yes, I do believe she actually had a crazy, outlandish moment. Possibly, yes. I'm not denying that. But what I found hard to believe of all of this is that the only person, I found hard to believe that Kathy would go to Rinna to go home with her, considering she already felt a way about her early that day with the tequila. I kind of find it hard to believe, but I mean, hey, apparently she did ride home with her. That did happen, but why would she give her all of that? You know what I'm saying? Knowingly, I don't believe it. That damn tequila ain't got her that damn drunk. But the things that Rinna says that Kathy says was, I will take down everybody, and she basically says that she made Kyle, and she'll destroy Kyle and her family, you know, if it's the last thing that she does. These are words from Rinna. And so Rinna tries to make it about being who's more famous, who's more successful. She says that, you know, Kathy is this, but Kyle is this. And I'm like, okay, Rinna's obviously drunk. She didn't have a little bit of whatever, what's her name? Erika has had. So I want to ask y'all, do you think that between the two, do you think that Kyle versus her sister, who is more successful, or is Rinna right? Kyle is more successful.
Well, then Kyle is more successful than Kathy. Kyle has done more. Kathy married rich. You can't dispute that. Kathy married into money. Kyle is more successful in terms. Kathy's richer, but Kyle, you know, did more on her own. That can't be disputed.
Well, yeah, but Kathy has been a part of the upper echelon in Hollywood for 40 years for marrying Rick. She's also got her little side businesses and philanthropy. She's made a name for herself outside of just
definitely.
Kyle's had her little acting gig, but let's be real.
Don't do that.
What has Kyle done before Housewives of Beverly Hills? Kyle Richards is a reality TV star, and that's it. Her two most meaningful roles, Housewives of the North Pole and Jamie Lee Curtis's sidekick in Halloween, were because of Housewives.
Kyle has done more on her own than Kathy has done on her own. That's all I think.
Fuck Kyle.
But I will say this. I also don't even think that Kathy had a meltdown. I believe Kathy was drunk, didn't get her way, and just spazzed out. I think the word meltdown is too much.
I could believe that she already was upset earlier. They didn't want to drink the tequila. She was trying to press the tequila, and like Sutton said, people really didn't want to do what she wanted, and so from that she had a whole spasm moment, whatever. So that's fine, but
my thing with Rinna, it's like, okay, so apparently, I mean, one, the hotel was a good drive away, or the where they were staying was a good drive away from the club. It wasn't like it was a quick 2-minute drive. If Kathy is already ranting and raving, why wouldn't Rinna text Erika, girl, listen to this shit, and have the phone on there for Erika to hear this whole thing? Why is she texting a play-by-play? We've already seen Rinna sit there and be fake seasons ago with Kim, when Kim was saying, these people did this to me and I don't like this, and Rinna's like, oh, I fully support you, I do this, and then went off and flipped it into something more than what it was. So like Rinna has this MO of just like embellishing when she's the only one
and cook something up. That's what Rinna saw.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was
to you with the bullshit.
It was a horrible recipe because it's like very like it's so ambiguous. It's like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You're mentioning that this happened, but it's like you're not going into detail and you don't really have any proof. So I don't know why any of them thought this would be interesting to watch on TV, but honestly, the season could have ended last week. If this is what the next 3 episodes will be about, it's like it doesn't make any sense because Kathy ain't said nothing that none of them probably, because some of them have probably said worse. Between Erika, between Doree, and the colored help, and between come on now, they all said crazy shit.
And the thing also sounds like the thing, that also sounds like the accusations Rinna's making. That sounds like how she would talk.
Oh, and has talk. I mean, there are videos.
I mean, that's how she would act
in a Nazi uniform.
Days of Our Lives. That's like a line from Days of Our Lives. I'm gonna take you down, your whole family down. That's Days of Our Lives.
Like even if Kathy had the power to say, Bravo, NBC Universal, remove all footage, proof that you have of me. If there was nothing to keep a storyline on, why would they then simply run with Rinna saying, Kathy said this? Like if they were scared of litigation, like if they were genuinely scared of litigation, why would they only remove that but keep the storyline in? I would remove every fucking thing. Because Kathy could still turn around and be like, I thought I told you to remove this shit.
What Jasmine said, everything Kathy said is what Lisa would say, and Lisa's probably said worse, actually. And we've seen her. She's a mess online, on the show, to their whole family of Kyle, Kim, all of them. So it's, girl, stop.
Well, Rinna is a rat.
Lisa,
she is a rat, and she's also, according to Diana, a chicken.
That was funny.
That was the best line. That's how Diana got her diamond.
PTSD.
Did she? Not just how she got her diamond, child.
That's how she got her diamond.
Okay, so we'll come back to this. It comes back up again. Crystal is having her 39th birthday. It's a great Gatsby theme. I thought it would actually be the next episode, but it's actually this episode, so we'll talk about it when we get there. But Kyle hasn't spoken to Kathy since, and apparently she's going to Georgia to finish filming Jamie's favorite movie that's going to be coming out very soon, Halloween Ends. So was that what it's called?
Halloween Ends coming out in 20 days.
Oh,
20 days.
20 days.
In theaters and streaming on Peacock.
Jamie will be definitely on Peacock.
I can pay the $5 admission on a Tuesday night. Okay. I can pay $5 Tuesdays.
All right, so we got a scene with Doree and Erika. They go to this chocolate, the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, whatever it was, and they're making chocolate. And Doree brings up Garcelle on The Real and the interview that Garcelle did about the earrings or whatever. And Erika's just like, I don't understand why she would do that. She played nice with me, but didn't have the balls to talk about it. What she said on The Real. That's what Erika said, and so. Doree continues spilling. Doree tells Erika what Kyle said when they were having a little back and forth about, about Erika coming forth to have compassion and remorse for the victims. Doree just telling it all. She just telling everything, all the conversations she's had or whatever. And I'm gonna say Doree is wrong as hell, but I do hope that Kyle lets her have it for that, because to me, last week, I did feel like Doree kind of had chosen a side, but I felt like she still was stuck in the middle. But she clearly has chosen a side, and her alliance and allegiance is actually with Erika going forward, because she would have never told her that. I don't think it was needed, especially after they had already made up. But after that, Erika alludes to Kyle or somebody in her family having skeletons in their closet. And, she makes a little dramatic face and she's just like, oh, we're going to talk about me? Well, let's talk about them.
It was such a weird script that she followed too. She said, let me tell you something. Why would you come to me if you are Kyle and your family has a skeleton and you're coming to me? I'm like, girl, you forgot your lines. Like, where's the cue card?
Stop real quick. I'm sorry. So, yes, if you didn't already know, Chase is on Watch What's Happening Live right now. So kudos to him. That's actually why he couldn't be here today.
I want to know what he has to read, though.
Huh?
Okay, I want to know what he has, because
Look at everybody. Chase, yeah, shout out to our lovely Chase. Chase left the real Watch What's Happening Live to go be with the other Watch What's Happening Live. Just talking. He went to watch what happens low. Right, watch what's happening after live.
The thing that confuses me, Cortez, about Erika wanting a heads up, I'm confused.
Okay.
Y'all, you and Garcelle both say y'all not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all said you're not friends. Y'all were just cordial for the trip. Why does she owe you anything? Y'all have decided y'all are not friends. She don't owe you a damn thing.
Yeah, that was out of Erika's mouth. Erika attacked her when Garcelle said, cool, maybe we should not be friends. I absolutely think that. Sure. Okay, bitch, then why do I owe what?
What's up?
You should have gave me a heads up. We connected. Okay, girl.
That she had something. Dorit was like, okay, like, what is it?
Tell it.
She was like, tell it, spill it. I'm just like, girl, you just messy. But then she gives this whole disclaimer, like, the Hiltons and, Kyle, they come from power and money. You don't really want to come at them. She says it in her confessional, obviously. And, do you think that's true? Do you feel like, coming for them, Kyle, Kim and Kathy is like something you would want to proceed with caution with, or you think maybe
not Kyle?
They can get it. Kyle. They can get it like everybody else.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. She said that. I was like, oh, girl.
Dorit shows that she has a way of relaying information and making it much worse than it actually was. Mm-hmm. She did that with Garcelle when she said, "Don't be Kyle." And the flashback was just Garcelle saying, "Hey, don't be Kyle." And now when she was saying Kyle screaming like, Erika's disgusting, and all she said was like, can you support what she says? I was like,
it's almost like Dorit is a reporter in a sense, and she has a way of trying to
she's being the bone carrier.
Dorit works for the shade room.
She's trying to force you
the shade room.
Into her area. Like if she's trying to say you did this, she's trying to get you to admit to it. Even after you say no, she asks it in a different way.
Absolutely. I said Dorit, but I love that because Dorit was playing producer. Because then she said, if you have something to get off your chest, you should say it. And I'm like, okay, bitch, calm down. Barbara Walters.
Let me see. Okay, so then they have the conversation. They get the chocolate and stuff for Crystal. We get to the day of the event, and this actually made me holler a little bit. I really don't care for Cherie like that, but when she came in, she opened a damn card and she put her name on it to say it was
with a highlighter.
I said, this is some hood shit, but I loved it. Like it was with a highlighter, exactly. I was like, well, she
looks so older.
I think it was so dark. It was so dark. That's why.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No,
you didn't like it.
No, it was not dark. Dark didn't put the creases on that face.
Oh.
Dark didn't put it. I forget Cherie is there. I forgot she was in Aspen, and then she popped up, put her name in the card, and I didn't see her for the rest of the show. I forget she's there, and I feel so bad about it.
I see her in the background making faces.
It's so weird that when she's with Garcelle one-on-one, she's best. Because we know she wouldn't. To sit there with Garcelle one-on-one and be best friends with Garcelle, and then in a group setting, it's like, dang, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I'm on Erika's side. I'm on Dorit's side. I'm like, get your name out of that fucking card.
I do appreciate, Cherie trying to, get to know everybody for herself and make her own judgment about them. But if I'm close friends with you and you told me people are acting this way, I'm going to give you a fair shot, but it's going to be here and I'm going to be looking for it.
Child, I'm sorry. If you talk crazy to my child, I'm your friend. I'm not giving you no fair chance.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's again how close are Garcelle and Cherie?
Close. Well, they got to be close enough for at least for the show purpose, because all of her individual scenes are with her. I mean, it's her friend, you know. It is. So they may not be for real close in real life, but for this show, like they're looked at as really close friends. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's just like, you know, how the people said Portia and Fallon. We knew they weren't close friends, but that was her friend on the show. So baby, it was definitely given. She was a friend of
mine. I think if Sheree gets promoted to full time, we will see like her little friendship with Garcelle kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot, and they'll go back and
it's
forth.
Going to end.
Do you think we'll see Sheree next season?
I would like to see her. I mean, we say give everybody a second chance. She hasn't done anything to piss me off, but I'm like,
except Diana.
All right, we'll see. Except Diana.
Diana will get a second chance.
Thank you for your services.
I can take Sheree coming back, take her or leave her. I'm not excited. I don't have an opinion either way. She doesn't do enough to care.
I'm not going to advocate for her.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be mad.
So we get to the actual Crystal's Roaring 20s party, and I want to ask y'all who do you think was best dressed from everybody? I really like Garcelle's look.
I like Garcelle's look. I thought it was classy.
I love Garcelle's hair.
Did you see Tay in the shot? Walk away when they were doing the makeup. He had his little mask on. I was like, all right, Tay.
I feel like he was there, but I couldn't really see. But I figured I know around that time he was definitely doing her hair. So yeah, shout out to Tay.
Because she ain't never looked better this entire season.
Sutton's dressed like it was made in the 20s. Not. It looked like.
Well, it is. It was vintage.
Like it was.
Well, that's what Crystal said. Crystal said this is not 20. You didn't like her dress?
I love my girl, but that ain't a look for her.
Look, I liked Crystal's look until I think she committed a little too hard. Because if you notice at the end when she said, "I gotta go let another guest out," she turned around and had a little patty melt on, and I said, "Now, Crystal."
You didn't put her patty melt at the beginning. It was a patty melt.
I like Kathy's look.
I like Kathy. Kathy looked classy. I like Diana.
Kathy looks silly to me.
Kathy literally just threw on a bunch of beads and shit and just said, okay, I think I'm going to get Great Gatsby. But I mean,
I don't think anybody really knocked it out of the park.
Garcelle looked the best to me.
She did.
Yeah. Garcelle looked the best.
Erika looked the worst.
I don't think anybody was dressed in 20s.
I feel like Diana looked like something from, the 90s on MTV with that hair. I didn't think she looked pretty. It looked very.
This was the best that she's looked all season.
Who?
Hold up. Her confessional look. I will say this. That one confessional look they showed of Diana, she looked really good.
With her hair down?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. The lip settled a little bit.
Everything, she looked very pin up. She looked good. I thought she looked
better. She looked good.
There we go.
Period. That's it.
So it looks like we have Crystal and Garcelle won.
Yeah, I can love that.
Probably you said Garcelle and Diana. Okay. All right.
Erika and
Garcelle.
I love Erika's. I like this.
I hate it.
I love this. I didn't like that. That's just me. I don't know. So at the party, we talk about what the looks. Everybody gets there, and Rinna gets there, and she just can't stop thinking about what happened with Kathy. Kathy arrives, and Kathy comes in with her beads all over her body, like she left Mardi Gras. And Rinna is just very uncomfortable, and she just really can't focus. She said she just can't focus. She's just like, can't even think about what's going on. And so you got Sutton and Erika over at the bar area talking, and Sutton is just oozing over Erika, and she don't drink bourbon, but now she's drinking out of Erika's bourbon. Like, girl, you're gonna get mono. Why you drinking after her? And then Erika start talking about her experience in her old home, how she drove by the house recently. She didn't get out the car. She probably did. And she just gazed into the empty house and saw all the curtains were open, and they show all these flashbacks. And I don't know if y'all caught this in the flashbacks, but her voice was so much lighter. Does she smoke cigarettes or something? Like, why is her voice it's so much deeper now?
It was an act. She was, that was during her old Erika Jayne. If you brought her back to when she first started, it was very Barbie. This is my house. This is where I worship.
Awful.
Like,
that's awful.
It was horrible. Yeah.
I didn't notice it then, but like now hearing how deep it is now, like and versus how they showed in the flashback is so different.
Oh, it's full trailer trash now. It is
How
full
y'all
trailer park.
how y'all feel about her flashbacks of her and her old home and how she had to get the pool done and all these things? Like,
I went to the kitchen.
Seeing her old house just I don't know if I really noticed it before, but like nothing in that house screamed Erika. It all looked like this was already fucking here and you're moving in here. It was
screamed
tacky.
It screamed him.
Tacky.
But it screamed old Miami
old Hollywood.
Vice City game PlayStation 2. It just gave it wasn't it. So yeah, it wasn't it. But then we get to the second half of the event, and Crystal gives up and gives her speech that this is her last year of her 30s. She turned 39, obviously be 40 next year. And so while she was giving this, I kind of slightly forgot that Erika and her had a little disagreement last week, but I guess it doesn't matter for the sake of filming.
That's what I said, fake.
Yeah,
Erika walked up and gave her a big old kiss. Hi, baby girl. Happy birthday. It was like 5 years ago. You were screaming in her face. In front of a group.
I didn't really. I felt like I was like something's missing, but nonetheless, they all are sitting down, and Dorit turns to Garcelle, and she asks Garcelle about Erika and the real, and Garcelle tells her like it was filmed before, you know what I'm saying, the lawsuit thing and before the trip, and Dorit is just like, but didn't it air afterwards? Like, didn't it air afterwards? And Garcelle is like, but it was filmed before. Like, it was filmed before. And Dorit is trying to make a big thing. She's pot stirring again, like she has been all season or all this episode anyway. And she just basically keeps emphasizing that it was aired afterwards. So, question for y'all: do y'all think that Garcelle should have given her a heads up? Just want to ask that question. Okay.
If they were friends.
Correct, because what did Garcelle just tell her last week or 2 weeks ago in Aspen?
We don't have to be.
We'll be cordial in the same room. We don't.
And mind you, they fell out before Aspen.
Yeah,
the issue was before Aspen. So technically, I don't know what, but at some point we do see that Garcelle gives her this little talk. I'm like, why are you even giving her all that? You just told her that you didn't want to be friends with her. So why are you even? You should be paying her the same dust. Like.
Now, while she didn't owe Erika nothing, I do appreciate Erika. I felt like Erika's approach in asking her was mature, and her reaction to it was mature. Like, it didn't blow up. Like, I think she handled it well.
Well, I think she knows that she can't go there with Garcelle the way that she can.
You saw Garcelle was talking. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what's this?" And she's like, started.
Yeah,
it was so.
Yeah, she knows it's not gonna fly with Garcelle.
But she handled it well.
Very true.
She's actually been handling Garcelle well this entire season, surprisingly.
To my Erika. Yeah. Now, how do y'all feel about Rinna going to Crystal and telling her, holding her stomach?
Wait, did y'all see Megan's post? She said she's confused. On Watch What Happens Live the other day, Erika said that Garcelle had texted her about that interview.
About the interview?
I didn't watch the episode because I really don't give a fuck.
Me neither.
She looked good.
I'll look up a clip.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
But the whole Rinna going to Crystal thing is weird to me. So she's uncomfortable. She has PTSD. The same Rinna that broke a glass on the table, when they were out in Amsterdam or wherever that was, held it up like a weapon. She's traumatized. She saw Erika go on a rampage about fuck the victims, all this and that, but she's traumatized over Kathy stomping on her own glasses.
Allegedly. I mean, let's
on her own property.
Let's talk about Rinna's own moment she had about 3 episodes ago to Sutton at the table at the charity event, right? The toothless homeless. Right. So I mean, come on,
at her house and at the charity event.
I don't know why. It's like, I get it. They want to try to get the attention off of Erika. I get it, Shay. Y'all want to try to make people forget about everything that Erika said. Sorry, it's on camera. We know she says fuck the victims. It's already out there. But I don't understand why is it such a thing? Because is it because it's Kathy? Like, why? It's a mess. But she goes to Crystal like she got a boo-boo, and she just like, Crystal, I gotta go. I can't stay here anymore because the things that she said are just so bad. And Crystal's like, what did she say? But she won't tell her. She just keeps saying how much it affects everybody.
On the press her about tell me what you said.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. And this is how I know Rinna is full of bullshit. We have seen Rinna multiple times over the last 8 years she's been on the show, and multiple times this season. When someone has said something behind someone's back, she is the first one in a group to say, hold on, we need to own it. You're being fake. Didn't you just say this? If Kathy really sat there and talked about everybody in that group, you would have sat there and said, well, now, Kathy, I can't be fake. Why wouldn't you? We need to get it out in the open. You've done it with everybody else. Either you're lying or you know Kathy's going to bury your ass.
Baby, the funniest thing was Kathy's response when Chris went upstairs.
She said, I didn't think I did anything wrong.
It's like it's night and day. She was like, if me being upset was the straw that broke the camel's back, I'm sorry.
Wait, but she didn't say the straw that broke the camel's back. She said something obscure. The nail that broke the camel's back or something like that. I was like, wait, Kathy, what? That's not the same.
He says they are coworkers.
Kathy,
Garcelle should have gave her a heads up. No. Not if I just said,
I don't
not
like
if I just said you're not friends. No, I just don't give you shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's her job. How do we know that the network would have allowed her to let her know that she talked about it on the show?
Because she could have tried to do everything she could have to legally to try to stop it from airing. You just never know.
Yeah, right. Go on.
And she even said, she goes, I tried to get out of it. I tried to tell my producer. He said, sorry, baby girl, this is your job. You don't have to be involved in
very much so. He definitely told her, girl, you know what? Keep talking. Give us more. We need more. Yep. And they know that she's on this cast with her, so they knew that they would actually. I'm sure that they were thinking like, oh, this is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Because they are on the same cast. She's talking about it. They already have intentions. So yeah. But yeah. Okay. Well, outside of that, Erika does confront Garcelle about this. And not Crystal. Erika just says that she would rather Garcelle have told her herself. And Erika's like, oh, but it's no big deal. And Garcelle's like, no, it is. Obviously, you're upset. I should have. And did she actually apologize? I don't think
she said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry.
She apologized, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, she did.
Y'all are killing me.
But it wasn't a genuine.
But it was a genuine. It was like, all right, girl, what do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Even
very flippant.
But obviously you're bothered. It was more condescending than it was like out of concern.
Yeah. And not Crystal. Kathy's confessional. She did basically say like, it wasn't anything that I said. If it was, then she was just like, I'm sorry. So that lets me know I'm sorry. I can't. I don't like to give Kathy too much grace because I feel like she still has a bit of a mind out despite what she plays. But I don't feel like she said anything. I don't think she did. Sorry. They've been trying to take her down.
She probably.
They've been giving her, and I feel like what they really wanted from Kathy this season was to make her work. We did hear that, she wasn't coming back at first. Remember, she ended up like demanding some kind of like payout or like a certain amount of dollars
money,
to be back. And I feel like they didn't like that she was coming to the show. She didn't have to do much, and she's probably getting paid more than half.
And now Rinna's demanding more.
Well, and exactly. And Rinna demanding more today proves it.
But that's a front. Rinna's demanding more because she knows she's on the way out. She's demanding an amount she knows she's not going to get, so she can say that's because she couldn't get what she was worth.
Yeah. Meg, we don't know what Kathy did. All Kathy did was, what I hope Kathy did. I hope Kathy told Rinna, "Fuck you and your lips," something like that. I think
I could see her complaining about Kyle. I could see her bitching about Kyle. She don't like Kyle. Kyle treats her like shit. At the bar, she even said, she was like, Kyle's not doing any fucking thing.
They said that she was screaming at Kyle, and Kyle said that when she was next to Erika, she was looking over into her phone as Erika was texting Rinna play-by-play. So Kyle already seen some things. I guess we'll find out, kind of what she's supposed to say, because at one point, at one moment, you got them making it about the fact that it's about all the girls in the show, and then you got it more so about Kyle and the family. So it's kind of all over the place. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I guess nobody.
They didn't rehearse the scene before.
Yeah, they did.
Her and Erika did not rehearse.
It's looking like a flop. I'll say that. And so to continue,
this is what happens. Not everybody can ad lib.
To continue to flop, Erika goes out to the side with Diana, her little pet. And she calls Rinna, and Rinna doesn't answer, of course. She probably said, don't answer the phone. And Erika reads out the text messages that, basically from Brenna saying that she's going off. I lock myself in the room, and Erika says, "OMG." And so Erika and Diana talk about the moment. Diana talks about her experience, and they basically, I feel like they're holding Kathy to this certain standard, but they really shouldn't, because they've all had moments where they have done things that can be addressed. And so Erika is very elated because now she feels like the pressure is off of her. She feels like that, okay, everyone want to hold me accountable. Everybody came at me about what I said a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what me. We're going to talk about everyone. Well, hello, Bob.
With that wig
folded under. It's completely folded under. What's wrong with about nothing?
And so I will just say this, and I'll pass it to y'all. Erika needs to shut the hell up. She's completely off. She's completely wrong. She's been that way since she found out about this lawsuit. And I will say that, no one called her out about her behavior. They called her out because she's not showing any compassion to these victims, because she's not giving back these earrings. That's why they're calling her out. No one is saying, oh my God, Erika, you are, whatever. I mean, for one, Erika's behavior this season she's been drinking and taking pills. That is definitely something worth calling out about. So a person that had one moment, where they're drunk, versus a person that's constantly taking pills, drinking alcohol, and already going through a crisis. I'm sorry, it just doesn't compare. And also, Kathy Hilton also does not owe anybody 1.3 million earrings or any victims back from an airplane. So I think if Kathy want to have a meltdown, just like Kyle said about Erika earlier, Kyle said Erika deserves this. She deserves to let her hair down. Let's let Kathy let her hair down and have a moment too. Let's not try it. So, like I said,
false equivalencies.
Hypocrites. Jamie, I passed.
They did not pass the SAT part of like apples are to apples as oranges are to walnuts. Right. Because they're just grabbing whatever and trying to put shit together. And I'm like, this isn't really doing what I think you think it's doing.
I know we didn't. I don't think we covered this, but I also want to say Kyle is a really bad sister. Like, even on the plane, she still hadn't checked on Kathy to see how Kathy got home. She let Brenna stop her from checking on Kathy. Oh, you don't owe her. Like, that was messed up.
Yeah. I agree. And I'm gonna say this too. If Erika's right, if we're gonna talk about people's behavior, she needs to start with her friends, because I mean everybody in that friend circle of the Fox 4, 5, whatever, they all are like having moments, and they need to start with them. Like, let's not try to go for Kat because she's on the opposing side. Let's not go for let's start with Diana. Diana, her hands ain't clean. They ain't clean. Erika's is not. Renna's is not. I mean, they all are having moments. So I just think it's kind of crazy that they're making this so much bigger. And I'm actually ready for it to be over and get to the reunion. Yeah. I hope that Kathy really, speaks up for herself at the reunion. I hope she speaks on it. Like him.
Because I think her and Kyle still to this day spoken.
Yeah.
When the reunion aired, when
the reunion,
yeah. Seeing each other.
Well, they're alluding to that group not really being close like that. I don't know who fell out, but I'm thinking it's Kyle and Dorit or Kyle and Erika. That's what I think.
I think it's Kyle
or both. I would love it.
I think it's Kyle and Renna.
Yeah. I think it is. It just kind of sheds light on these women, the Fox Force 4 or whatever, really think that at this point they are untouchable, and they think the viewers are stupid. That if they just put anything out into the ethos, the viewers are going to run with it and automatically be on their side. They did it with Lisa, albeit Lisa deserves some of that because Lisa was a part of all that mess as well. They did it with Denise. They do it every year, and they come out relatively unscathed. And so it very much is like a system of checks and balances, where if you're not on our checks, we need to get you out of here because it's not balancing out. We can't have the scales tip too far in the other way. And it just shows how delusional they are. And it proves that we got to split them the fuck up, because at this point it's a fucking Big Brother episode and they've got an alliance, and it's fucking aggravating to watch.
I do think that Garcelle and Dorit were quite the interesting pairing on Watch What Happened Live tonight. I found that to be very interesting.
I said, when I saw that, I was like, because they said that they were like having a whole. They said they had like the most intense moment at the reunion.
But they also said that some stuff was mended and some stuff was broken forever, so theirs must have been mended.
Well, right. The people that watch What Happens Live, how was the energy with them?
I don't know.
Were they icy with each other?
Yeah, for those that watch,
we know Garcelle
live, how was it? I mean,
outside of Garcelle is good for passive aggressive.
Huh?
I'm interested.
We know Garcelle is good for passive aggressive.
I'm interested to see Dorit's reactions when Garcelle is shading Erika and everybody else.
Oh, because she's going to.
Well, I want to hear. So I'm about to have actually. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Chase is about to actually join in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So Chase is supposed to be on tonight, and he told us he was going to be late, and so this is why, because he's watching it live. So apparently he nailed his question. I didn't. You guys watched it, so and he's about to actually join, and he can tell us about that question. But to finish out this episode and the recap and the review itself, it was cool. I will say that party looked boring as hell. I mean, it was boring. There was nothing fun that I seen from that party. So if that's a birthday party from Crystal, I see why her friends stopped being friends with her, because that's boring.
Oh, Cortez.
I'm sorry. And so to end off the episode, Erika tells Dorit, that talks about the whole thing with Kathy, and Dorit is just she has more tea to sip on and pass off in the next episode. And so, what are y'all thoughts on the episode and just how this ended? And I guess going into next week's episode, because next week is where we see the Kyle.
God. I find it interesting that Crystal had hosted the two big events for 2 seasons back to back to book end them.
But you know what's funny though is we see that next week Kyle has the thing with Kathy with Rinna there, so Rinna's not too scared to set that up, but she's too, where there could be a blow up, but she's too scared to be in the same room with Kathy right now. Girl, get the hell on.
Yeah,
right.
It's a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. What was Erika's dressed as? What the fuck?
A fool.
I think she was trying to give like this. Well, let me shut up. I don't want to.
Maybe Crystal told you what to give. Crystal said, "Dress like this."
Like character from Assassin's Creed. She looks stupid.
Not Assassin's Creed. That's my game. The new one's coming out.
I love that game. Which part?
I'm weak. Jasmine said Garcelle gave the energy I needed on watch. Okay. I'm about to go back and watch it, not only just for Chase to see, but see the dynamic, because when we were getting ready to film, I saw it was Dorit and Garcelle, and I said that's weird. So I'm interested to see like what is being said, knowing that the reunion was already filmed. I honestly thought it would have been great to have Kathy on there, but Kathy just got off weeks ago calling somebody Lizzo, so maybe not. Oh, Precious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was not the time.
That's her name for Lizzo, Precious.
Right.
Stop, Daniel.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and send the link to allow some callers today. We have pretty much completed everything, huh?
Is Chase coming first, or he's gonna be
he got the passcode to get on up in there. So
come on in the room.
But maybe he backstage talking to Andy. Chad, I don't know. Maybe he get ready to get
Shut up.
I don't know. He's trying to get you to be the bartender.
Right.
Oh, I would love that.
Danny, you should have been the bartender, Chad. That whole set will be drunk. Don't drink with Danny.
Heavy-handed.
The lines be long. I make it so you only got to come one time.
They come
lines. What about lines?
When I'm bartending, there's always a line. So, because people know I make good drink.
I don't get in the line.
Cocaine.
All right, our first caller today is going to be, of course, as I always say, go ahead and hit that like button. There's over 140 people watching right now, so I should see.
I thought you said in the line.
Like, period. He said,
what?
I thought you said 140 people waiting to get in the call. I was like, we're not taking all them calls. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
we take it 3.
David is gonna leave anyway. Just leave at the door.
I know. I want to say that because Chase messaged me. It was like, "Girl, why'd you just leave the room?" When I came back, y'all were talking, and I had to leave because I was selling something that I was getting rid of, and the girl had been blowing my phone up. So I was trying to peace out, like, guys, I gotta sell it.
Whatever. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself, okay?
Not free yourself. He's just gonna sit on it. He ain't gonna give it away.
I'm just talking. All right.
No.
Let's
take a $20 bill for free.
Oh wait, actually, Chase is here first. All right, what's going on? Now the gag is the chat was just going up. They like Chase is on What's Happening Live. Well, no, first Isabel said, "Where is Chase?" And then it went, "Chase is on What's Happening Live." I was like, "Okay, let me get to the thing." Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you let her have it? You asked your question.
Huh?
What was your question? Did you let her have it? Please let us know.
The question that I was given was.
I knew that's how they do it.
Allegedly, I don't know. The question that I asked was something about. It was to Dorit, and it was about. Is something about the double standard about Erika harboring resentment and calling Crystal an asshole, but not harboring resentment towards Kyle. However, when it got to me and like Andy was like, I was like, Andy, you look great. And he was like, oh my God, you look great as well. And you look nice too. I was like,
you know it, child. Let me be quiet.
And I said Garcelle instead of Kyle. So I said not harboring resentment towards Garcelle, but I was thinking Kyle, and Garcelle came out because I was so flustered, and it was just a lot. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's an operation. It's the whole thing. But I had fun. Everyone was nice.
I know. Well, that's good. Chat up. The chat went up. Okay, they was like Chase.
When you go back and rewatch it and see the comments, you're gonna be like, yes.
Oh, well, I did have a question for the panel regarding tonight's show. I think I may have asked it earlier. I don't know if anybody saw it. Has Jamie lit Krista Booty yet, or did I miss that?
No.
But hold up, I will say this.
What?
Yeah, you here?
No, that's why I said what. When someone says that means they can.
I'm not going to repeat myself. You rewind it back and you see what I said.
What was your question?
Hold on.
Question, Chase?
That was the question.
Did I do what? Lit crystal?
Did you lick some booty crystals?
You up here? You a crystal booty licker? That's what.
I said she looked good, except her pilgrim heels. Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna leave y'all to it because I actually only saw right up until the party. Sheree's interesting. I think that she should come back because other girls come back for less. However,
exactly.
I don't know who said it. I can't remember, but one of you guys said that if she becomes full-time or if she comes back next season and gets more involved, her and Garcelle are not going to be friends.
But I think we've all said that at some point over the season that she.
I haven't. I don't give.
She ain't gonna be friends.
I haven't thought she coming back.
Listen, here's the thing. It's me and Chase. I won't know if she don't come back. I'm not against or for her coming back. She just don't contribute.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I understand that.
What favor to say? I don't give a damn if she coming not.
All right, to our baby party because it really ain't about her anyway.
Right.
All right, I'll let you guys get to it. Thank you guys in the comments and everything. It was fun. I probably won't get asked back because I fucked that question up, but it is what it is, right?
We'll get you. You'll come back. You'll be back, child. You can go to BravoCon and ask them in person, probably.
Right across the street, Lean Con.
Across the street. All right, Chase, we got our callers, okay?
Bye, drop me down.
All right, so congratulations again to Chase on that. Yeah. I got to go back and watch it. If you haven't watched it live, go watch it. I featured our own Chase asking the question. He said they gave him a question, but Chase gonna do what he want to do regardless. So kudos to him for that. And so
apparently not, because Andy gagged him.
Oh, our first guy was going to be Effie. What's going on, Effie?
Hi guys. Hey. Chase did a really good job on Watch What Happens Live. I think he nailed his question, and it was, I believe, to Dorito, and she answered it, and then they moved on. But Andy was hitting on him a little bit. I thought that was kind of cute. Ooh. He definitely got some compliments from Andy. And happy belated birthday, Danny.
Thank you.
So my comment was really just about Garcelle. So I just have so much respect for Garcelle because in tonight's episode and then watching her on Watch What Happens Live, I think that, everybody wants her to be meanie and like rah-rah and in your face and cursing the girls out. But she definitely checks them without them even knowing that they've just been checked. And I think the way she does it is just so genius. I really thought it was tacky that Cherie put her name on the card. I know she was trying to be funny, but I'm like, no, girl. Everybody already thinks you broke, and now you look even more broke. Like, let's not do that again. And then going back to this whole Kathy situation, I feel like if I did not hear it, if I did not see it, it did not happen. And clearly something happened, but they're not releasing the details or the footage for whatever reason. And the fact that it's coming from Lisa Rinna out of all people, I'm just like, this is the second time you've gone after one of Kyle's sisters. And Kyle, stop giving people passes, whether or not you agree with what they're saying about your sibling. Stop giving people passes, for talking about your family. Like, that's not cute. And if I were all of the nieces, Paris, Nikki, all of the other cousins, Kim's kids, I would be like, no, we're not talking to you because you keep disrespecting.
They're not.
Our aunt and our mother, and for a check. And I feel like if Kyle wants to keep her family together, she might want to bow out because Regina George and the Mean Girls, like her flunkies, are pretty much going against her. And I have a feeling that, like, after this season, if she does come back, they're probably gonna try to push her out next. So she better be real careful because the was kind of. I feel like a little bit of shade was thrown on Watch What Happens Live. And I feel like there's more happening behind the scenes with the ladies. And I don't know if Kyle is getting along with everyone right now. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Love you guys as always. And keep doing what you're doing because Chase is getting on Watch What Happens Live.
Right. Next time he got to put us in his purse so we can get in there too at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Abby. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Next caller for today is going to be... Who we want? We want A, we want K. A, okay. A, okay.
Okay.
AK. We're going to take K. What's going on, Kyra? Welcome to the lead again. Welcome back, brother. How you doing?
Yes, I try to be a loyal follower to all of my hosts. Hi, everyone. I think Rinna and Erika have overplayed their hand, like just gone far too. And I think it's for this Kathy situation. It's not necessarily like Rinna helped, but it's like it's weird that Kyle. Like, it's clear that these people are trying to pour gasoline on the situation. Because everyone did say Kathy was a little, belligerent or like a little upset at the club. But it's just, again, so interesting that Kyle has no problem seeing this woman pour gasoline on the situation. I would find it so strange that Lisa Rinna, who's barely ever hung out with my sister, is the one to take her out of the club, go home with her. She has this massive blow up. And instead of texting me, her sister, she's texting Erika, the play-by-play. Does that make any sense?
No, it doesn't actually.
And also, you would think Rinna would have a camera recording like this.
Well, Danny, thank you. Next point. Because from what I could see from the club does not allow cameras. So that's why they're saying that production was not allowed inside. So that's that thing. But it is weird that she was screaming so much and punching walls and all this kind of stuff. You hid behind a door and you didn't turn on your camera or you didn't turn on your voice recorder.
But Kyra too, they don't allow them in the clubs, but that camera would have been in the Sprinter.
That's true. That part's true. Yeah.
They would have been mic'd. They would have been in the
Sprinter. Yeah, in the
We've
Sprinter.
seen on multiple franchises, they've got cameras set up on the dashboard, on the back.
So it's just
it's a very bizarre thing. I will say it's very bizarre for reality TV that there is like nothing because they literally jump from last week's argument to I guess they go out and then the next day. It's just like it's weird.
Cameras were in the Sprinter on the way to the club. There was a whole conversation between Rinna, Kathy, and Diana talking about the dress code of the bar. And now all of a sudden there's a huge meltdown with Kathy in the same Sprinter and no evidence.
But the thing is, it's like Lisa made this too big because if she just said she went off on the Sprinter, I can get Kathy going to NBC and saying we're not playing that. Because we're also not going to forget how Dorit had the cameras wrong on her when she was getting chased around a pool and people were telling her to pay back that money for Beverly Beach, which is why she no longer owns it. So things do get cut out. But the fact that fact that it is the club, the Sprinter van, and then Kyle's house and there's nothing. The club, I can understand. Cameras are not allowed. The Sprinter van, okay, but you get to Kyle's home. You have the same mind to get inside your room and all this kind of stuff. To me, even in the Sprinter, I would not put it past Rinna to start voice recording on her phone.
Yeah,
in the sprinter.
It's very out of character for her to not have any kind of evidence. Sorry,
a messy bitch like that.
That's who she is. Like, there's no way, and it's especially because she's so hurt and so distraught by it. She doesn't have anything, but it's he say, she say. Like, it doesn't.
And we already have it on this season where the deleted scene was talking about Rinna telling Garcelle, yes, Harry was never upset about the sauce. It was just me. So I can't believe what you say. You are proven to be a liar. And I can't. Yes?
No, go ahead, Kyle.
No, I was just saying, like, even with the big meltdown and just kind of like, it's also interesting. The other women did see her have a meltdown in the club, but they were just like, oh, she's probably drunk and upset. So to me, that means that's truly for me. There's nothing out of the ordinary. You go out to a club, whatever. You already had a bad day. You drinking, whatever, and you just a little upset. That's not terrible. And you ask your sister, can she leave with you? And she doesn't go. I can kind of get that. So it's interesting as well to see the other women see that Kathy, yes, she was upset at the club, but no one really thought that big of a deal about it. And then we have Rinna. Yeah, we have Rinna. Well, first we have Dirty Diana, who was looking very cheap at this basement party. Dirty Diana was like, she was just raging. A beautiful basement, but a basement party. A basement party.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now, you know, in college, the basement parties was those were the parties to go to.
They were. I know. Okay, I was in college with white people, but they had the money to throw the parties. You were sweaty and disgusting, but you had the best time.
Yes.
But it's just so interesting that also it's just like Dirty Diana only saw her in the club, and she's like, oh, she was raging, and then Rinna got the extra wrath, and just to see Rinna just like, it's also weird that she makes it so much about herself. And as I forgot which one of you said, in the next episode though, we're gonna see her have a more intimate setting between the two sisters and just herself. But you couldn't handle a party that you could have avoided her at.
And
furthermore,
putting together a scene where she could blow up if you're that scared of her.
But I think it's more of a scene that she feels like she can have complete control of. Like, there's not going to be a Sutton or a Garcelle or a Crystal to be like, what's going on? Yeah. Maybe that's kind of why she like felt like, I'm not going to have control here, so let me back out and make a scene about me leaving and then make a new scene. And then also, you can tell that
Kathy has friends.
Yes.
Kathy has friends and defenders, and she knows Kyle is this far away from hating Kathy. Kathy ain't going to Kyle ain't going to defend Kathy.
But it's also, it's like you see it also as a plot, because how in the same episode you're saying, I've known of Kathy for 30 years. She's a pillar of the society, a socialite. But then in the same breath, you know, she's just jealous because Kyle has more and she's more famous. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, Danny. I know Danny said this. I'm sorry. Kyle has gotten everything off the backs of her sisters. Okay. She was able.
I just know that, you know, Kathy's been alone, and and Kathy's been alone. I feel like Kyle has done more. Kathy's more rich and more important than Kyle by far. But
I feel like Kyle is more. Her face is out there more. Like, we know about Kathy Hilton.
She's thirsty.
Hilton. You know what I'm saying?
Kyle's thirstier.
Right. She.
Yes, but before Kyle was called Richard, she was also Paris Hilton's aunt. They're my niece.
Correct.
Ooh.
That's how she even got on the show in the first place, was because they wanted Kathy and Kim. Kathy was offered a diamond since season 1. She's never wanted it. So it's not like, you know, this has just been a gate that's been closed to her.
That's why I find it so hard to believe that they're trying to make her this fame, camera thirsty person, because she's had this opportunity. You know, she negotiated
every year.
Plan. She has been. It's not like they haven't been asking her. She's not fucking Dorinda. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kathy Hilton is Beverly Hills.
Right. So I know this is not. That's why I'm like, Lisa is projecting her.
Those are her words.
Yeah, it's projecting. Exactly. I'm just like, the agency only came because Mauricio was mad that Rick wouldn't make him a partner, and so they stole clients and brokers. I mean,
all being sued together right now too.
That one is that one hasn't been like filed. The person just like wrote about it. It still has interesting facts, but I'm gonna let that one settle a little bit more. And also, it's just like, Kyle was only able to really be a childhood star because her sister Kim, the woman who has a Sailor Moon character drawn after her. You know, just like things like that. So
history.
Yeah, I know my history. I'm an anime girl. I know my history.
Okay, Kyra, I got 2 more callers.
No problem. Have a lovely night, everyone.
Thank you, Kyra.
Bye, Kyra.
The wisdom chat. Every time Kyra get on, we learn something. We'll learn a new.
I'm taking notes.
Right, I be having to take notes too, because I forgot Kyra Shaw, attorney at law, knows it all. Okay. Okay. On that note, our next caller is going to be. It's gonna be lovable Lisa. What's going on, Lisa?
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah, congratulations to our new TV stars, Chase, baby.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's something. We got a new TV star in the building. I love it. But now let's go on. Yes, I do believe somehow what Lisa was saying because you believe they was not like them, and I don't think Lisa. No, I thought Lisa thought well then. Let me get the hell about him. Fuck this goddamn phone. Let me get away from this bitch, okay? So this bitch is going. This bitch is going head twisting around, saying stuff, and I don't know what else to do. I ain't trying to feel nobody. Cause I'm like that too. I forget all about the phone, but I'm like y'all too though. I wish she had the phone on so we can listen to everything. But I said, where was the producers in them at though? You know what I'm saying? So I
Very
mean, like
true.
it was just so weird to me. And and also I don't believe I'm on on the fence. Did God say she gave Erica up the hands up or not? Because on the other hand, y'all was getting along in Aspen, and I think at first God said, yeah, I'm gonna let her get her the heads up. But after Erica said she said, and God said, no, I ain't gonna give her the head. I'm just gonna let her find on her own. But little bit me feel like she should have gave us head up though. That's a little bit. That little bit.
You
But
think she should
Erica
have been
said,
like Erica, girl? I just told you I'm not your friend, and we not friends. But girl, I talked about you on my show. You think that's what she should have said?
yeah, we did discuss about you on the show, and let's move on with it. And I think Erica would have been just fine. I think Erica would have understood because she know that's her job. Okay, I think Erica said, okay, then I would have understood. But any kind of way, that's what right there to me too. The whole night was got like boring to me, and I'm like Lisa, I'm like Diana because even Sudden said that what's her name? Kathy came in her face. I mean, you don't go home with me. You ain't none of my friends. Now everybody I think Crystal and all the rest of them kind of played down. Diana didn't play it down. Diana told Erica, man, she was just raising out of control. And everybody seen it, but everybody else, some people want to play it down, and she's not playing it down. I believe Lisa was like, what the hell is going on with her? You know what I'm saying? So I'm I'm
I want you to
this
get a right
problem.
team.
And that party did look
Okay,
boring.
I'm tired of defending you, Lisa.
Uh-huh.
I want
You
you to
on
get
the
a right
wrong
team,
team,
Lisa.
Lisa.
I'm just saying, but that party looked like it was boring.
As
Yeah.
But
hell.
everybody did look good. And I'm gonna tell you like this,
Okay, we're good.
our Cal been acting ever since she was a child. She been on baby. She used to do a long time. She used to do miniseries
Yeah,
and
we love walk on roles.
she
We
did
love
several
walk on roles.
she did several Lifetime movie network and Hallmark movies. So I'm not gonna say Kathy made her. Kathy didn't make her, and Kathy didn't make Kim because Kim was acting back in the day when I was young.
I mean,
So you know what I'm
Kathy
saying.
and
So Cal
they
been
were
out
broke
there.
by the time they were
Cal,
20.
but like I said, Cal been out there. And she didn't make them, baby doll. The Hiltons made Kathy, baby. That's who made Kathy. And like I said, if you ever go back and watch that movie, you will watch the series how their mom was when they divorced their dad. Because in the series, only two children.
Mm-hmm.
It's only two girls. And the little baby sister got a part in a commercial and started doing movie roles. So I believe, and Cal did say when she first started out, it was about her family. But she paid her mom up though, because she know her mom. She did play her mom at the end of the series. Like my mom had this happen to her, but she gonna build up more. She turned into like an all American woman. Like this not gonna deter me down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep on moving for me and my kids. So I did like the mom in the way she played the mom in that series. So I don't give a crap. But like everybody else say,
Okay.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of the whole this series right now about Kathy. And I'm like Erica, baby doll. If y'all gonna hold me accountable, hold her. Y'all gonna hold everybody hold Kathy accountable what the hell she did.
Okay. On that note, Lisa, we gotta let you go. Okay, we got some more callers. All right.
Love you, darling.
Thank you for
Love
calling
y'all.
in. All
See
right.
y'all next week.
Thank you.
I just know when they say hold Kathy accountable, Kathy ain't steal from no. Let me hush.
Listen,
I don't think
what are we holding Kathy accountable for?
You're comparing apples to oranges.
Like I said
What are we
earlier,
holding her accountable
listen,
for?
y'all. Listen, I want to say this real quick. They literally gave Erika all this grace for being drunk and having a good time, right?
Yeah.
For cussing at not Kyle, Garcelle's child, for being drunk, for passing out, falling in her head. So for whatever Kathy did while she was drunk and said and did, why can't it be the same damn grace and same damn thing? I don't understand. I ask you. But our next caller is going to be Megan. What's going on, Megan? Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, Megan. I'm sorry. Welcome to the link.
Was there someone in front of me? I didn't know if it was like.
I'm gonna bring A on as well because I actually it was, but that's okay. Both of y'all can actually be on. You go first, Megan, and then A, you go right there. Okay. Sorry about that.
Not a double call.
Yes, child. It's a double call in.
Making history.
It's cool because I'll be quick. I wasn't even going to call in because I didn't watch the episode. I just watched the recap. But I wanted to quickly just add that like some of the news, rumors, whatever that came out today for maybe why we're not seeing some of the like additional footage, audios, because Kathy is allegedly working with her lawyers and putting real pressure on Bravo to like edit maybe like parts of herself in these last remaining episodes. And according to this rumor, like I think it came from like the account's called like Your Moms Are Watching or something like that, which I think is actually pretty credible. But they said that apparently they have a source, sources, but apparently Kathy's like working with like basically trying to make sure that she looks right. So that could be a reason why we are not like hearing any additional audio, no Sprinter van footage. I thought that was weird because it's like, even if you guys weren't at the club, like when they came back to the house, no one was filming, but I think they were, it could just be under like review to say it. So, and with Lisa, I mean, Lisa and Erika and all of them, they have the misfortune of just being unreliable. If any of this was coming from Garcelle, if any of this was coming from Crystal, people who like have some integrity, we would believe right off the bat. But because it's them, it's very hard to believe. It is like, I mean, I don't believe you. Like Kyra said, you lied to Garcelle's face about the freaking sauce, like, and made it quirky, like a cute quirk. Oh yeah, I lied. Sorry. Like, come on. So, yes. And with Kath, just like really quickly with Kyle and Kathy, the thing about Kyle is the reason why I can't go up for her is that it is very clear that she talks about her sister with her friends. And it's just, like, it's kind of just like an unwritten rule, like family 101. Like you don't dog your sister out to your other friends. You don't dog your family
random bitches
to random girls. Like, and that's not to say that, you can't vent, you can't, but at the end of the day, you have to say, but that's my sister. But she doesn't do that. Like, it's very clear that the whole, she's jealous of her, that's a conversation that Lisa has had with Kyle many times. And like, it showed. So, I mean, whether Kathy said what she said or not, I can't go up for Kyle either, because it's like, you're a shitty sister. I'm sorry, I don't want to curse, but she's a bad sister.
Let it out. Okay. Let it out. We over here like,
Look at Kim. In the beginning, I was actually like, oh man, like maybe there is something wrong with Kim. But the more you look, and like, no, it's Kyle. Like, it's really you. Like, so maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's something missing from all of this that Kyle said to Kathy, Kyle did to Kathy, because I'm just like, you don't just hair trigger go off for nothing. Maybe, I don't know what chunk we're missing from something. It just, to me, it feels like something is missing. Like there is a side that's missing. I don't believe that Kathy just went off on her for nothing to Lisa, unless Kyle either did something or said something.
Well, she probably was just upset that Kyle didn't have her back. I mean, that's what it is.
Yes.
Which she does.
Yet again.
She probably was just fed up. I mean, it's only, she can act as slow as she wants, but Kathy is not that damn slow. She's a human being. She can notice when she's being mistreated.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Especially after they've probably had talks about how she didn't have Kim's back, and Cal said, "I'll never do that again."
Correct.
Yes, and then here you are, and I'm trying to defend myself against your friends, and you're not doing anything. So I can understand her being like, I'm done with this girl. I'm done.
Yep.
So, anywho, that's all I had to say. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Megan.
Bye, baby.
All right. Sorry about that, A. What you got to say for us, baby?
Not the best
you're right.
for last. Okay, I just wanted to say that I felt some type of way when Lisa Rinna was on the plane with Kyle Richards, and then they're asking like how's worried about Kyle was saying that she's worried about Kathy, and Lisa was like, you don't have to be worried about her. First of all, I feel like people never have siblings. You argue with your siblings all you want. You can have confrontation, but you're still worried about their safety. Like your sibling is your sibling. That's the thing. Like people don't understand the difference between siblings and friends. Like I can have an argument with my friend and it can be nasty until a point that I don't care anymore. But my brother or my sister, I would care about their well-being, personal well-being, and how they're doing if I care enough.
Rinna didn't want them talking because Kathy's gonna say, "I didn't say what she said."
Exactly.
Yep.
But you know what I wish? I wish that Kathy hadn't left. I wish she would have stayed that way. That it would have. I wonder what would have happened. What kind of conversation would have been had on that plane?
I feel like Kathy, I believe Kathy had that meltdown. I'm not gonna lie. I believe she did have a meltdown. But do I believe to the extent that Lisa Rinna, who exaggerates every single situation, did and has proven to say, because at first I'm confused. Like now it's about Kyle. It was about certain words, about derogatory words I don't want to say. Now it's about Kyle. Like how is this changing? That's something's very fishy going on. And I felt like it was weird the way Kathy was in her confessional towards the end when she's like, oh, I don't know what Lisa's going on. Like it was kind of fishy to me. Like that confessional seemed like something that may have been something they just filmed or something. This feels very fishy the way that she's saying it, and she's kind of foreshadowing what's going on. I guess she knows already, but it's the way she's saying it, it's very weird. It's kind of like trying to make her seem kooky, but she's not. She's saying it with a straight face. So that was very weird. I don't know, something very weird is going on. It's I don't trust either side. I don't trust Lisa Rinna. I don't trust Kathy Hilton at all. And also
there's this side, and then somewhere here is what actually happened.
Exactly.
Kathy had a meltdown.
And you know what?
Did she call somebody slurs? Probably not.
We're never gonna know.
Did she talk shit about Kyle? Yeah.
That's the game. We're never gonna. She probably said Kyle can't act. She shouldn't have got those roles. She probably said,
okay. Michael Myers would have never got me.
Kyle did it again.
She probably said Michael Myers should have killed. Did she die? She did die, right?
No, she's alive. Damn it.
Yeah, she probably said Michael Myers should have killed you. Y'all know.
But nothing like you said, ain't nothing about the stories that have come out are matching up, because reports and the blogs were saying after Kathy left Aspen, she completely cut off communication. She didn't do interviews. She didn't do the filming. And now we're seeing she's showing up for confessionals, and she went to Crystal's party. So, and another season after that. So it's but I thought you stopped filming after Aspen.
Exactly.
So
it's weird. It's getting weird.
It's very
weird.
And it's getting very manufactured. I felt and I feel it has to do with them stopping filming. They didn't show a week worth of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills out of nowhere where it's supposed to be scheduled. And I feel they're editing that. And it's also weird that they did not let the girls see the last 3-4 episodes before they actually filmed the reunion. So
they never do that, right?
I
think that's pretty standard. They never filmed the reunion because episodes haven't aired.
No, but
they go into it blind.
No, they send it out to them. They watch it ahead of time. But
so here's the thing about that. I did read that in this reunion was filmed. They did not get a chance to go back and watch the last
That's what she said. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wait,
I thought that was standard. I didn't know that. This
No.
was the
So they get the last 3 or 4 episodes like the night before in bulk, right there, and they watch it all right in that moment, right before the reunion. So yes, but I heard that all things
I didn't know that.
Done differently. So do I think that Kathy may have pulled the money card? Possibly yes, but I think it was just at the stake of. I mean, look at her name. Look at what she stands for. She probably don't want anything Rinna is trying to put out to really tarnish what she has going on, because Rinna don't have half of what Kathy has. So if I had if I was Kathy, I'd be trying to protect it too, because Rinna don't got shit but lips and wine. What is it? I don't know.
If you remember when Kathy first joined, she did say, Nikki and Paris have been telling me for years, do not join this show. Kyle has said for years, Kathy has a little bit of a temper. They probably did not want their mom to look bad, which is understandable. But the thing is, Rinna and Erika have overshot and expected that people are going to jump on the Kathy hate train and have underestimated how much people hate them at this point. Kathy could have slapped somebody in the face and we're still going to be like, girl, fuck Rinna. At this point, it's Team Kathy all the way.
Very much so. Like
throwing racial slurs around
until proven otherwise. I'm sorry. I'm not going to believe a damn thing that comes out of Rinna's tied, poofy lips. And I'm
lips.
Hey, I'm going to let you go. Okay, we got to get out of here, all right?
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. We saved the best for last on purpose, but we got to get out of here at this time. So we'll see you next Wednesday, okay?
It's late in Atlanta.
Watch what happened live with Garcelle and Dorit. It was great.
I'm gonna watch
it.
We
gotta watch it, especially because Chase is on there, so we gotta watch. Make sure y'all watch that. All right, thank you, A. Okay, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and lean out. Really great show, really great commentary, really great for calling in. Shout out again to our very own Chase for being on Watch What's Happening Live. You can go watch that. It actually came on after the episode. And next week, I believe Salt Lake City airs, and Salt Lake City airs directly after Beverly Hills. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe I'll do a poll to see what everyone thinks, whether or not we should still have next week's episode, or should we just do it the day afterwards? But that will make us do 2 shows, because if you're going to be watching Salt Lake City is going to be live on Thursdays, because obviously... Go ahead.
I wanted to let Isabel know now I won't be filming this. I won't be here next week, Isabel. I'll be traveling.
Isabel, you hear that? So don't come here asking, where is Danny? You can ask Danny all the time. But yeah, like I said, check out the page. There's going to be a poll or some kind of update to let you guys know if we're going to have an episode next week, because basically Salt Lake City is a premiere, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, so we'll see. But I know a lot of you guys come and watch us for this show, so if you guys want us to be here, we'll be here. So on that note, like this video. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Danny. Again, shout out to... You had a question, Jamie?
No. I was going to say, Salt Lake City starts next Wednesday. Girl, please tell me we're not doing 2 live episodes in the same night. No, or I don't know how that would work. What are we doing?
You didn't just hear what I just said. Did you hear what I said, Danny? Did everybody in the chat hear what I just said?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just said.
Checking the phone.
For anybody to be clear, we're going to continue to do Beverly Hills. We're going to continue to do Beverly Hills on Wednesdays after the episodes. The shows for Salt Lake City are going to be on Thursdays. But for next week, this is the premiere. We are considering having just no episodes so everybody can watch the Salt Lake City premiere. But y'all look out, watch out on the channel and see what we say. So then like the video.
I don't have to miss a week. I would love that.
Subscribe to the channel. And we will see y'all next time, okay? Y'all have a good night and have a good weekend. Bye.